as you'd see. But what were the costumes on GMFB? 100 years for the NFL, from Sammy Baugh to Le'Veon Bell. So many players to choose, so many jerseys to wear. Let's meet our hosts. Stay tuned if you dare.
First up, we're going back to the Roaring 20s. He's been called the Flinger from Freehold, the Iron Hat Insider, the Electric East Coaster, Kingsbury's Crony, McVay's Mate, Nagy's Newsman. He's been a member of the Decatur Staleys, the Muncie Flyers, and most recently, the Staten Island Stapletons. Put your hands together for Peter, the Super Slinger Schrager.
Next up, it's the biggest rock star the NFL has ever seen. He has the hair, he has the glasses, he has the neck roll. He even went on to conquer Hollywood in movies like Back in Business and One Man's Justice, an Oklahoma Sooner turned Seattle Seahawk. Ladies and gentlemen, the Titan of Trash Talk, Brian the Boz Bosworth.
The Bosworth's a little hot. Today, the Boz is going to run stone cold, because anything else will be uncivilized.
Joining us now is the best to ever do it and the best that ever will. The most electrifying, eye-popping game changer on the gridiron. The man who taught us it must be the money. He's a Seminole, a two-time Super Bowl champion, and the only man to play in a Super Bowl and a World Series is Deion Primetime Sanders.
Diamond Rolex, Deion's on my feet. I got 2 pairs every day of the week.
And finally, our last guest is the thing all NFL players strive for when they enter the league. First appearing in 1967 in Green Bay, it's the ultimate sign of success in the NFL. Made entirely of sterling silver, it's been known as the Tiffany Trophy, the ship, and Tom Brady's living room decor. It might not be February, but it's time to present the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
Get over, happy Halloween! Okay, we've got the Boz, we got
1920s, red brains.
1920s, and we've got, okay, fine.
Must be the money.
Welcome to our show. Yeah, this is the Halloween edition of Good Morning Football.
Good morning, football.
Let's get spooky, baby. Welcome to Good Morning Football. We are live in New York City. It is Halloween. My name is Vinny. I mean, it's Lombardi.
Sure.
My friends
Vinny.
call me Vinny.
That's right, Vinny.
Deion, how we doing?
Call me Primetime.
Oh, sorry, Primetime. Primetime, you and I are in a bit of a candy race here.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I've eaten about 6 packs. You're up like 10-6, though.
You're
okay.
like my cousin Vinny, because I got a few of those.
That's right. Hi, 1920s.
Hello, the Cardinals play the 49ers. You know, in 1849, I was in the gold rush, and it was fantastic. Hello, everyone. Watch tonight, TNF.
Boz, take it away.
You know what I feel like doing?
What?
I feel like going undercover with a motorcycle gang and see what's going on. That's what I'm going to do. Until then, Boomer bleeping Sooner. The Boz is here. Let's go.
You are the actual living antithesis to what Peter is dressed as.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Peter, come on.
years of football from me to you.
Boz, let's go to MJ. Where is she?
Not only is it Halloween, it is
Quickly.
also Thursday night football. We have to go to MJ Acosta
Yeah.
now because she's live in Glendale, Arizona with us this morning to break down the ins and outs of this game. 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, he's fairly reserved, while his tight end, George Kittle, is a little more outspoken, to put it, George Kittle's a little bit more like Boz, and
right.
Jimmy Garoppolo's a little bit more like Peter Schrager's a 1920s football player.
Yeah.
Oh.
How do these two seemingly polar opposites make their connection and chemistry work on and off the field?
Well, that's what makes it so great, Kay. Jimmy Garoppolo and George Kittle are the perfect pair, and I mean that literally because this quarterback and tight end duo make it count when it matters the most. Garoppolo and Kittle right now are the only pair in the NFL with a 100 completion percentage on third down. And this is a metric that Kittle has been monitoring closely because Jimmy G said he didn't even know they were that accurate until Kittle reminded him, of course. And Garoppolo attributes their success to two simple factors: trust, of course, and pure work ethic. And Kittle is a team captain. He is the Niners receiving yards leader. And guys, we cannot forget about his most important accolade, being the people's tight end, of course.
Now, MJ, I'm dressed as Dion, so I got to rock this Jerry curl. And I must say, I like your soul glow because your curls is popping. But let's get to the game, though. Kyler Murray, he's the #1 overall. Okay, work it, girl. All right, Kyler Murray, he's the #1 overall pick, going up against the #2 overall pick in Nick Bosa. Bosa has been dominating this season. How's he stayed grounded among all of these accolades that he's receiving?
And speaking of accolades, I just got a notification on my phone a few minutes ago that Nick Bosa was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week and the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Month. I'm sorry, of the month, rather, on both of those ends. A few weeks ago, when he was named the Defensive Player of the Week for the first time, he said that while it's great to be regarded amongst the best in the league, he really isn't here for the accolades. He could not care less about these things kind of stacking up. Others would disagree. His main focus, though, is making sure that he's playing sound, good football and that he's adding W's to that record for the 49ers. It was Cardinals defensive coordinator Vance Joseph earlier this week that praised Bosa for his ability to get off the edge and somehow still not lose any speed, which is a rare ability to find here. They have such a gem in Bosa. His work ethic has come through, and he is one of the most even-keeled players that you'll run into off the field, that is, of course. Every time we speak to him, he's just a cool, calm, and collected guy, and I think that is part of his success. That focus surely paying off for him and for the 49ers.
For a rookie to win Defensive Player of the Month, that is next level stuff. 7 sacks in 7 games. We'll see what he can get going there on the road tonight. Thank you so much, MJ Acosta. We'll check in with you throughout the morning as we kick off to count.